welcome. Welcome to our graduation ceremony tonight. Will the audience please stand? Thank you. You may be seated. Zoe?
Good evening. My name is Zoe Kidd, and on behalf of Central High School, graduating class of 2025, we welcome you tonight to this ceremony. Thank you for supporting and celebrating with us. We hope you will enjoy tonight's proceedings. If you would, please now stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Zoe, for opening our ceremonies tonight and for leading us in the pledge. And thank you to Mrs. Jean Erickson for providing tonight's music. We really appreciate you. Parents, family, friends, and graduates, thank you again for coming and welcome to tonight's activities. We are so grateful and excited that you're here to witness the graduation of these fine young people. We've got 42 of them this year, and it's a special graduation ceremony. For Central High School, the best school in Madison School District. We're grateful you can join us. As a reminder, if any of you have family out of town that wishes to view tonight's proceedings, they are being broadcast on mhsbobcatbeat.com. And I'd like to give a special thank you to Madison High School for letting us use their beautiful facility here. We would like to recognize with us tonight Superintendent Randy Lords, Assistant Superintendent Mr. Travis Schwab, along with members of our school board, one of whom we'll be hearing from a little bit later tonight. We appreciate them being here with us tonight. We do have 42 graduates, as I mentioned earlier. 39 of those graduates attended school in person. 3 are graduating from Madison Online High School. We will open tonight's ceremonies by first hearing from 3 of our students, Michael Roman, Danner Harrison, and Nikki Barker. Following their remarks, our school counselor, Andrew Pena, will present our scholarships. Michael.
Thank you all for coming out tonight, and good evening. First, I'd like to start by thanking the students, the teachers, the families here, all for supporting us and our schooling here. Anyway, I must say these have been some of the most enjoyable years of my life in schooling, and honestly, I wish I could have come here sooner. There was plenty of drama in the halls, plenty of good lessons we've learned through the teachers. And there was also the quiet support that nobody really talks about from our counselors and sometimes our teachers. And honestly, it helped make Central feel more like a community than just a school. Now, I joined as a senior and kind of expected it to be pretty standard like all other schools. Maybe like just a little boring. You pay attention for half the class, you fall asleep during the other. But my expectations were quickly turned. The teachers were very interactive. They prepped lessons. They'd have one-on-one time with students, stuff that you normally wouldn't have in other schools. And the slower pacing here helped as well, considering it was 2.5 weeks on one class. Just made it so much easier on everyone. And the students here were very inviting as well. There were no real cliques per se. You had the open groups. They were always wanting to include you. And honestly, it's kind of just really sad to me that the school year is coming to an, or it came to an end, in that we're now saying goodbye. But I do hope that we can at least carry these lessons that we've learned, the friendships we've made, into our futures, whether it be going to college, going directly to the workforce, whatever it may be. Please bring those experiences forward. Maybe start trying to teach others what you have learned here, the values we hold. And thank you. And congratulations to the class of 2025.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to start by first talking about all of our wonderful teachers and by thanking them for all of the unbridled support and their unwavering confidence that they've had in us. They have truly made our high school experiences what they are. With Miss Venema, who was always there to talk to and always made us feel safe. Miss Murray with her overwhelming positivity every day and her fun classes. Mr. Evans, who managed to make math tolerable. Miss Merrill, who was always a no-nonsense kind of person, which we all need. She also had some pretty cool pets. Mr. Rollins, he was always there to have deep philosophical conversations, and he always treated us more as peers rather than just students. And I owe all of my speaking abilities to him. Mr. Ziegler, who was always there to chat, and his storytelling enthusiasm was always a joy. Talbot was always there to keep us safe, and then Miss Brittany and Miss Heather, they couldn't have kept the school running any better. So, we made it. Some of you probably never thought that we would get here, and most of you probably couldn't wait to get here. At my time at Central, I always felt safe, I felt respected, and I felt like I could learn in a comfortable environment. And I have so many positive experiences from here. I remember that when I first came here, it was because I was having problems at other schools, and when I came here, I was immediately accepted, and it wasn't even an issue. It's honestly pretty interesting because there's so many different types of people that come to these schools, and you would think that a lot of them would clash with each other, but I think because we're so different, that makes us all fit together so well, almost like a family. So I hope my fellow graduates share that feeling with me. And to the class of 2025, good luck to us all. Good luck to us going into this cesspool of a world that we've been left. I'm sure we'll all be very successful and we'll all achieve our dreams with no difficulty whatsoever. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Nikki Barker, and I'm a part of the graduating class of 2025. I just want to start off by saying how thankful I am for those of you who have guided me, listened to me, and given me some much-needed reality checks throughout these past 4 years. I am who I am today because of this school and everyone in it, and I just want to say thank you to you all. I also just want to apologize to anybody who has seen me have a mental breakdown in the front office because they get kind of ugly sometimes. Alternative schools have a bad reputation, and I understand why. They're filled with juvenile delinquents, troubled students, and just a large mix of people and personalities in general. Some parents are against the idea of sending their child to an alternative school because they're scared of who their child might meet. I'm an example of somebody who a parent may not want their child to be around, or at least I used to be. I'm sorry in advance because I have to get a little bit personal so you guys understand my story and why I disagree with the assumption that alternative schools are awful places filled with awful people. When I was 13 years old, my parents got divorced. It felt like I was watching the world crumble right in front of my eyes. I moved to Rexburg from St. Anthony in April of 2021, and I was almost done with 8th grade. I was absolutely distraught, leaving everything I've ever known. When I turned 14 that summer, with everything else that was on my head, I was faced with a very difficult thought. Where am I going to go to school? My mom enrolled me at the Madison Junior High, but my social anxiety was just way too bad for that place. And I tried online school, but I just wasn't able to make myself do classes by myself. And so my last option was Central Alternative High School. My first day was December 9th, 2021, and I was absolutely terrified when I was walking in the morning. I was expecting to be faced with a very strange crowd of people, like druggies and delinquents. And don't get me wrong, alternative schools definitely aren't all sunshine and rainbows, and I definitely did meet a few druggies and delinquents. Before Central, I started facing a lot of suicidal thoughts and ideations. I was very depressed and in a very vulnerable state of mind, and I honestly kind of fit the criteria of being an alternative school student. I was mentally ill with family issues, I was on probation, and I may or may not have gotten kicked out my first week for smoking a cigarette in the school bathroom. After my little cigarette mishap, I felt like there was no hope for me. I couldn't stay in school or keep friends or even just feel normal for a couple of minutes. And that's when I had my first one-on-one chat with Mr. Bennett. Bennett didn't tell me that I was a disappointment or that I couldn't come back. He told me that he knows I can do better and that I can come back in 2 weeks. Over the last 4 years, that's all I've heard. You can do better, Nikki. You're a smart girl, Nikki. I believe in you, Nikki. No matter how many times I messed up or broke a rule or failed a class, nobody looked at me like I was less than them. I was a juvenile delinquent when I showed up at Central, and now I'm an almost fully functioning young adult. Some kids will never grow up and will never change, but that should never determine whether a school can help some kids or not. Maybe what some kids need is just some stability, love, and support. Maybe what some kids need is 2 principals that have never given up on them, like Mr. Bennett and Mr. Carey. An office staff who pushes them to do better, like Heather, Brittany, Emily, and Miss Susie. A counselor who will listen to them cry over and over again about the same problems, like Mr. Pena. A history teacher and a math teacher who will make sure you know when you made the wrong decisions, like Mr. Z and Mr. Evans. A science teacher who never hesitates explaining something twice, like Mrs. Merrill. A familiar face who says good morning every single day without fail, like Mrs. Berry. A home ec teacher that gives as much advice as she legally can, like Mrs. Murray. 2 English teachers who will listen to them rant and give their invoice while also thinking logically, like Miss V and Mr. Rollins. And maybe to top it all off, they need 2 resource officers that have never looked at them like a criminal, like Officer Hershey and Officer Talbot. Central will always have a special place in my heart and will always be the reason why I will never speak badly on alternative schools and their students, because I know that I was one. And all I needed was stability and support. I found stability in this school. On days where I felt like my friends weren't nice to me, or I felt like I had no family left, I found comfort in the fact that on Monday morning I would be walking into a building filled with people who genuinely care about my well-being. I've learned so much from the staff and my peers at Central, and I'm so beyond thankful for the experiences that I've had and the friends I made along the way. And this is just a reminder that everyone around us is growing up, no matter how old they are. The least we can do is just be kind and help each other grow even stronger, because it's their first time living too. Maybe that boy spoke to you in a rude way this morning because he got into a fight with his dad. Or maybe that girl won't speak to you because her mom isn't speaking to her. There's so much more to people than what meets the eye. So when you ask that boy why he's upset and you let him rant, maybe you just saved his life. Or when you let that girl cry about how much she misses her family, you just made her hold on a little longer. After so many years of holding onto a string, waiting to be saved, you meet someone or some people who just pushed you just enough that you're able to save yourself. And there's been so many times where I almost let go of that string, and a teacher said something that gave me just a little bit more hope. Some kids only escape is school, which is why it should be a safe environment, which is why alternative schools, like Central, do so much more than keep neurodivergent kids away from neurotypical kids. But anyways, I know I'm rambling, so just to wrap this up, I just want to give my appreciation one more time. Even with all the bad experiences, I would never change a single thing. So with that, thank you and congratulations to the class of 2025.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Andrew Pena. I'm the school counselor at Central High School. Tonight I have the opportunity to present some scholarships to some graduates, and before we do that, I would like to say thank you to some individuals and some organizations that have donated to Central High School in the past. Without their donations, we wouldn't be able to provide these scholarships to these students. And so those organizations, thank you to them. North Butte Classic Car Foundation, Howell Honey and R&K Property Management, and Idaho Central Credit Union. Thank you for your donations. As I call your names for these recipients, come up, shake my hand, and receive your award. The first one is Zoe Kidd. Danner Harrison. Nikki Barker. Cadence Zollinger. We wish you luck on your endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael, Danner, Nikki, and Mr. Pena. It'll now be my pleasure to present tonight's graduates. Following my presentation of graduates, we will hear from a member of our school board, Mr. Joe Palmer. Following Mr. Palmer's remarks, we'll begin presenting our diplomas. We're almost there, if you're getting antsy. Parents, if you wish to take photos of your graduates as they cross the stage, you're welcome to come to the south front corner of the auditorium. Please be conscious of other families who are trying to see the stage. After all of our graduates have received their diplomas, one of our graduates, Junior Perez, will lead the graduates in the turning of the tassel ceremony, and that will conclude tonight's ceremony. I'd like to take just a minute and recognize our wonderful staff. These students have done a good job of that, and recognize how awesome our teachers and faculty and staff are at our school. Would you please give them a round of applause? Thank you. They really do care. And I think that's the thing that sets Central High School apart from most places. Not that teachers all care. I've been in many buildings, and teachers all care. These people care intensely, and it really makes a difference in people's lives, and we appreciate them for that. I'd also like to give a special recognition to two individuals that are leaving us this year. Mr. Michael Evans, after 14 years at Central High School, is retiring. Would you please stand up, Mr. Evans? And then Miss Brianna Murray thinks she needs to get married and move across the country. Please stand. We'll give her a round of applause. We're so excited for her and Mr. Evans. Best of luck to both of you. We really appreciate you and what you've done for Central High School. Thank you, students. What a great year it's been. We've had our ups and downs. We've had our trials. But you've made it. You've arrived. And this is just the beginning for you. We've shared laughs, we've shared cries, we've shared happiness, frustrations, but we hope you learned more than just English, math, social studies, consumer science, science. We hope you learned more than that. You guys are awesome, and congratulations, and tonight is about you. Let's give our graduates one more round of applause, please. On behalf of our entire staff, we are so proud of you for your hard work and dedication and determination. It takes a lot to get a high school diploma. We don't just give them away, and we're proud of you. We're proud of you, all your work and all your effort. We wish you the greatest success as you move on into the next phase of your life. With that, Mr. Lords and members of the school board, as a result of each of these students having completed all of the Madison School District and State Board of Education requirements for graduation, it is my pleasure to recommend all 42 of tonight's graduates to you as the Central High School graduating class of 2025. Thank you, Mr. Palmer.
I'm going to go just a little bit off script, and I believe there is a person by the name of Brittany that may have stood in for me earlier today for practice. I appreciate you doing that, and I'm not going to be quite that quick, but I'll do my best to get out of here. Okay. Good evening, everyone. It is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today on this special occasion. Today is a celebration of resilience, determination, and growth. It is a celebration of you, the students that have worked tirelessly and have arrived at this moment, your graduation. As a trustee of the school board, I have had the privilege of watching many students across our district achieve their goals, but there is something uniquely powerful about the journeys each of you have taken. Each of you represents a story of perseverance. You didn't give up when things were tough. You didn't let setbacks define you. Instead, you found a way to keep going, to learn, to grow, and ultimately to succeed. And for that, you should be incredibly proud. This graduation is not just the end of your high school journey, it is the beginning of something even more exciting. The chance to take all of the skills, knowledge, and strength you've gained and use them to create your future. Whether you're planning to enter the workforce, pursue further education, or follow your own entrepreneurial dreams, today marks the point where you take your next step with confidence and purpose. I want to take a moment and acknowledge the incredible work of the staff and teachers here at the school. Their dedication to your success goes beyond the classroom. They've been mentors, supporters, and guides. They've believed in you even when you might not have believed in yourselves. They've helped you overcome challenges, provide encouragement, and been a steady presence throughout your journey. To the faculty and staff, thank you for all that you have done to support these students. I also want to recognize the families and loved ones here today. Your support, encouragement, and belief in your students have been invaluable. Your love and commitment have provided a foundation for success even during the most difficult times. Today is as much of an achievement for you as it is for them. To the graduates, as you step out into the world, know that the road ahead won't always be easy. There will be obstacles, there will be moments of doubt, but remember what you have already accomplished. Remember the strength it took to get here today. And remember that you have everything you need within you to continue forging your own path. This school, this community, I believe you said, this community has given you more than just an education. It has given you the tools to navigate the world with a sense of confidence and purpose. The skills you've developed here, resilience, problem solving, adaptability, will serve you as you move forward. On behalf of the school board, I want to say that we are incredibly proud of you. You've shown us what true strength and perseverance looks like. Your accomplishments today are a testament of your hard work, and we can't wait to see all that you will accomplish in the future. Congratulations, graduates. This is just the beginning, and we are excited to see the great things you will achieve. Take the world by storm, and always remember that no challenge is too big when you have the courage to face it head on. Finally, on behalf of the School Board of Trustees, it is our great pleasure that the board accepts the administration's academic certification for the Central High School class of 2025 and awards you your diplomas. Thank you.
Students, if you'll stand up.
Cadence Zollinger. Zoe Kidd. Junior Perez. Michael Roman. Danner Harrison. Nikki Barker. Bailey Beck. Michaela Benitez. Danica Chappell. Colton Curtis. Toby Eastman. Moses Fernandez. Braden Franson. Xavier Granbois. Kaylee Gray. Zachary Gray. Yep. Cicada Guyman. Winter Diamond Harden. Braden Hawley. Logan Hill. Caden Lambert. Savannah Milner. Calvin Myers. Mickey Nelson. Rachel Paiva. Yep. Ashley Robbins. Jaron Robinson. Cambry Smith. Eric Snyder. Kiera Staten. Christiana Swartz. Olivia Vavla. Kaylee Waddle. Samuel Williams.
Congratulations, class of 2025. We are just about to go through. Will you please join me now with the turning of the tassel ceremony, traditionally wearing the tassel on the right side of the cap before graduation. Symbolizes your time as a student. When we move it to the left side, we are confirming our newfound graduate status. Will you please now join me with moving the tassel to the right side to the left? This concludes tonight's ceremony. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2025.